everyone! My name is Amanda and today we will pretend that we're not already halfway into March because today I have my February wrap-up and my March TBR. So I managed to read 5 books in February, which I think is pretty good. Even though I've had crazy amount of things in school recently, and that's why I haven't been posting a lot of videos, because 1, I have tons and tons of things with school right now, and 2, I'm taking my driver's license right now. I'm turning 18 in just a month, so it's really intense studying and driving right now because I want to take my driver's license as close to my birthday as possible. But aside from that, I did read some really great books in February, so let's just talk about them. So the first book I read in February, and I'm still having problems with that month and pronunciation. Let's not even talk about it. But the first book I read was The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson, and I read this with a friend and it was fantastic. This book is the second book in the Mistborn trilogy, and I won't go into plot in this book, but I just loved the character development and the action was so great, and Brandon Sanderson just has that thing for plot twists that you're kind of exhausted at the end, in a good way though, but I loved this book so much and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was fantastic. So after I read The Well of Ascension, I picked up a couple of children's books because I needed to read some for school. I thought I would be making a project and writing an essay about something with children's literature, but it seems like I won't really be doing that anymore, but I'm still really happy that I read the children's books because I really enjoyed them, and I didn't read as many children's books when I was a kid myself, so yeah. Side note. Anyway, so first I read The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, something, and this book was really good. I really enjoyed it, and it follows a little prince and his adventures in the universe. It is basically about adulthood and being a child and just all the things in between. It has pictures drawn by the author himself, which I think works perfectly with the text, and yeah, I really enjoyed it and I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. So the next book I read is actually 2 books, and they are Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, or just Alice in Wonderland basically, by Lewis Carroll, and I didn't think I would enjoy this as much as I did because I thoroughly enjoyed both books. If you're not familiar with the story of Alice, she is a child who falls down a rabbit hole and ends up in Wonderland, where every kind of crazy thing happens and it's just a big adventure basically. I had really low expectations and I hadn't heard that many great reviews about this book, so I basically didn't think I would enjoy it, but I really did. I didn't like Alice as the main character too much, but there were so many funny aspects of these books, just how Lewis Carroll plays with words and language, and that just added a whole new dimension to the book, I think. And also, it really is just a huge adventure. So I gave the first book, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, 4 out of 5 stars, and Through the Looking Glass, 3.5 out of 5 stars. So the next children's book I picked up was Need the Pooh by A.A. Milne, and this book was so lovely, and for some reason I hadn't read it. I was familiar with the Pooh stories from, I think I watched the movies when I was a child, but I have never actually read the book, so therefore I was really excited and I found it, like I said, very lovely. I think this book is really cute and funny and also at times very serious and thought-provoking, and I think it can be enjoyed by all ages actually. I do think we should be careful to just dismiss children's books as children's books because they are often, not always, but often layered, and I think they can be entertaining for people of all ages, basically. So I gave this book 4.5 out of 5 stars and I loved it. So the last book I read this month was Wonder by R.J. Palacio, and I love this book so much. I did a full review of it that I will leave a link to in the description box below if you want to go check it out, because I won't talk too much about it here, but it basically follows August, who has a disfigured face, and when he goes to school for the first time and just the public's reactions to how he looks basically. And this book was so lovely. I loved it. It carries such an important message, and if you want to know more about it, you can go and check out my review, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So moving on to my March TBR, and like I said, we are still pretending that we're not halfway into March, so let's get cracking. So the book I'm currently reading and that I'm almost finished with is American Gods by Neil Gaiman, and I'm enjoying it. It is a bit too long. I don't feel like it actually has to be this long, but I'm enjoying it and I'm soon finished with it, so you'll hear more about it in my next wrap-up. After that, I am planning to read Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov, and this is a classic about a professor, I believe, who falls in love with Lolita, who is a very young girl compared to him, and it's supposed to be really disturbing. And I am reading this book together with Helene from Helene Jeppesen. It's gonna be so much fun and I'm excited. So that was all the books I was gonna talk about today, and I would love to know what books you read in February and what you're planning on reading in March. I would love to know. Please share in the comments. I will desperately try to make more videos for you guys, and I am so close to 3,000 subscribers now. It is so crazy. I'm so grateful. And hopefully I will be able to create some more content after I've taken my driver's license, because that is just taking up all my time right now. But soon, I'm 18, only a month away. I can't wait and I'm so excited. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, because that will help me out a lot. Do not forget to subscribe, and I'll see all of you guys in my next video. So stay tuned. Bye.